Okay, so hello guys, and welcome to. It is Sunday the 20th of January, and we're doing a Gamereplays community evening, where we're playing a whole bunch of 5v5 games with Gamereplays members. So pretty much all of these guys are members on the forums, apart from a couple because we were short on numbers, as this is the first night that we are doing this community night. But yeah, so we've got this game going. We're just in the spectator delay right now, so that gives me a minute or so to just go over these team picks. It was a blind pick game because a few of these players are from the North America server, so they don't have all their runes and their champions, so doing tournament draft didn't seem it seemed pointless. So anyway, on the blue team over here, we have a Soraka support along with an Ezreal AD bottom, with a what looks to be a Pantheon top and Fiddle mid, and Udyr in the jungle, and that's going against a top Xin Zhao with a Vayne and a Taric bottom, with a Jax in the jungle and an Anivia in the mid. So this will be interesting to see how this pans out, because Soraka tends to be more of a defensive support. She can be very, you can bait your opponents in when because she has a massive heal, so you can go on the offense. But she's much more of a defensive support in comparison to Taric. But Ezreal's more of an offensive AD, and Vayne's more of a defensive one because she aims for that late game. So it's kind of a mix in the bottom lane here. Jax and Udyr, both very strong gankers, but also very tanky into the mid to late game. So they will be getting right into the middle of the fight, disrupting everyone as much as possible. And I think that will be one of the deciding parts of the team fights. How well Jax and Udyr can get into the fights, into each fight, and disrupt the other team. Just need to maximize this, because windowed mode does not like Windows 8. There we go. And we've tried to balance out these teams to the best we can. It does still seem that the purple team has a slight advantage, with 3 gold players in comparison to 2. But I have seen both Viz9 and Rye Little play, and they are both very good players. So I'm not sure about Krabawaki. I've never seen him play, but we'll see. But I think this will balance out. I think it should give us a nice game, because Greers is 1600 player. I'm not too sure what role he mains, so whether he plays AD exclusively or not, I'm not too sure yet. Players are just loading. Everyone's loading nice and quick, so we're not sitting for ages trying to work out something to talk about. So we should be getting into this game relatively soon. There we go. It'll be interesting to see, especially with Pantheon's jump and Udyr's stun and Fiddle's potentially fear. We may see a level 1 invade, or maybe they'll just play safe. But then also Taric, Xin, Anivia, Jax and Vayne, they all have level 1 CC. So they may go for an invade also, or they may just play nice and defensive. It'd be nice to see an invade, because it's more entertaining. But it appears that Zin's just going to go top, and the blue team are just going to protect their blue buff area around here, making sure that the purple team does not try and invade and steal that buff. I'm just saying about normal Ezreal and better than Pulsefire Ezreal. Pulsefire is good skin, but it's overused, and I tend to use Frost or Nottingham Ezreal these days. But yeah, Lupu with his famous pink Taric. Anybody who knows Big Lupu will know him for his pink Taric. It's kind of funny. And so it seems that the blue team are just going to sit around here and defend their buff. No invades going on. So both junglers going to start up their wolves, move on to blue, and then over to the bottom side. And then depending on how healthy they are when they get to the bottom side will depend whether they go for wraiths next or the red buff. It's normally red buff, so they can get out an early gank. But if they take too many hits or something on blue buff, they will have to do wraiths to golems to try and get some health back up to go to the red. No more leashing in Season 3, so kind of pointless with Anivia just stunned. Well, Anivia stunned it so it minimised some of the damage onto Jax. Oh, we had a first blood. I was not watching. But Grizz will pick up the kill on Vayne here, and I think he's probably going to die to this time. Oh! Oh, big plays from Pink Lupu. Big plays. I didn't see that. I do apologise. I was talking about leashing and stuff. So we have 4 kills already in this game, and it's 2 minutes in, or 3 minutes in. And Lupu has 1 kill, so Pink Taric's going to be super fed by the end of this game. I think he'll be pentakilling everybody, no problem. And Anivia taking a little bit of harassment from Fiddle. She's kind of weak in the early levels. She needs to get her farm up and, well, just get to level 6. And then she becomes really difficult to play against in lane. You see here Taric just going back to base to heal up, buy some items. Let's have a look what he's bought. He has bought a Philo Stone already, and Udyr taking down Jax in the jungle. So, successful invade there from the Udyr. Good to see. Really good aggressive play from his jungler. Let's have a look at top. Pantheon's pushing hard onto this turret. Probably wants to try and stop Xin Zhao from scoring as many last hits as he possibly can. And looking on the bottom lane now, Vayne's on her own. Taric's just coming back to lane from basing, and not really much going on down here. Seems that despite, I would have thought Xin would have been very strong against Pantheon, but I'm obviously wrong. Pantheon seems to be putting down a lot of harassment onto Xin Zhao, probably with that spear shot. But Xin Zhao does have that the lifesteal in, I think it's his W ability, so he will be able to sustain that lane a little bit longer. And I think that's a misclick there from Fiddle, and I miss another kill. Pantheon killing the Xin Zhao, probably with a. We can go back and have a look at this actually. Back a little bit further. So yeah, Pantheon jumping onto Xin Zhao, Heartseeker striking him, and then just spear shotting and running away. Very nice play, and just surviving from those tunnel shots, turret shots. Let's jump back to live now. So we've got Jax in his jungle trying to get that farm up. He is only level 3, and Udyr is level 4, but just sitting at these dogs here. I wonder what he's doing. I think he's maybe waiting for Jax. I'm not sure. This is really weird. I'm not too sure what this Udyr is doing at all. Let's just have a look back up top lane. Level advantage onto the Pantheon now, so Xin, he's got to be careful, but try and get as many last hits and stay on the experience, because if he lets Pantheon snowball the lane, he's going to be using his ultimate to jump down onto mid and onto bottom, and that is not what the purple team want. I'm sorry, I'm getting my words tied today. We do have a gank coming in from Jax, and but that was stopped because there is a ward, and now Udyr is waiting for this Jax. He's been waiting here for so long, and gonna have to find out if it pays off. Yes, he's gonna pick up that kill, very nicely played. And it's 6.5 minutes in, so the blue buff will be spawning in roughly 40 seconds. So not only is he going to pick up that kill and put Jax further behind, he is also going to steal the buff away, which is really going to harm Anivia. But Fiddle is going to go down, I think. Yeah, Anivia taking down Fiddle. Just got a little bit too aggressive, overconfident with his drain ability, and just couldn't steal back enough life to sustain in that Anivia pool. Now it's just going back to farming for a little bit. This Udyr is covering the middle lane while Fiddle is coming back from being dead, and bottom lane is pushing quite hard onto the turret, but they can't really do much on the turret with Vayne and Taric. They do have a single stun, but they're gonna have to just let it push back into the middle of the lane and for them to continue on farming, because Vayne, she does have a quite a strong early game with her W procs and stun, but nowhere near as strong as what she is in late game. Now we have Fiddle coming from the middle into the top lane to try and gank this Xin Zhao. Jax just spotting that there from standing in this bush, and now it seems that Xin seems to be a little bit overconfident. Maybe not. Fiddle's just going back to middle. Oh, that rhymes. So yeah, Jax really needs to try and stay in his jungle, not get caught out, and try and get his levels up, because he is only level 4. We do have a gank on the Anivia, and taking her right now super fast. That egg not helping her survive, and a kill up top. Oh, 2 kills up top. It seems that we was looking at what was in the middle, so if we just skip back and we'll see what happened up top. So they're both full health. So it seems that they both just went all in on each other, yeah. Just going all in, using both ignites, Xin's ultimate, and then into Heartseeker Strike from Pantheon. Just jump back to live now. It seems that the blue team has a very good advantage, pressuring all lanes, picking up kills, and soon we'll be looking at taking the dragon and starting to invade into the opponent's jungle to try and get wards onto the buffs to prevent them from picking them up. I really believe what the purple team need to do right now is, because they are 3 kills behind, they're only 1,000 gold, so only 1,000 gold behind. So if they were to slow the pace, like just bring the pace of the game down a lot, and just stay back and play very conservative, they have Anivia and Vayne, so they can afford to farm up. They don't have to make plays, they don't have to be aggressive quite yet in the game. They also have Jax, so if they can allow their Jax, their Anivia, their Vayne to get farmed up to try and get some damage items, and also a little bit everything that they need to do, they should be able to pull this one off despite being behind. Got Udyr trying to steal this blue buff, but yeah, just going to the Anivia, he was unable to get into the range to smite it. He did have a ward, so he did see it going down, but he just didn't move fast enough. Got another fight up top. After the last fight, I was half expecting them to go all in on each other again, but I think Xin's just trying to play it nice and safe now, pick up the levels, pick up the farm, and just slowly snowball this lane back into his advantage. I'm seeing some absolutely amazing counter jungling from Udyr though. He's really pressuring Jax. I don't think I've seen Jax on the field for any longer than 2 minutes probably so far this game. He's either had to go base because he's been harassed, or he's been killed. So some really good counter jungling going from this Udyr, but he is leaving his buffs out a little bit longer than he'd expect, or that he'd like. But that's not a problem. Oh, so Vayne and Taric are putting down a lot of damage, but Soraka's going to come back. Oh no, she didn't get the heal off, and Vayne's just going to pick up that kill, and she should really get out of there because Udyr is coming around the corner. They need to get out of here somehow. They do have a Nivea coming down to try and prevent Udyr from doing any damage, and it seems that they can just run around the back here. Udyr's going to face tank this bush maybe. Oh, and he's going to be taken out. Really well played. And that kill goes to Vayne and a red buff. So she's going to be getting really far ahead of this Ezreal down bottom. Jax just farming his jungle. Every time we look at Jax, he's at these golems. It seems that it's the only place in his jungle that he feels safe, because he's up with his top lane. Anywhere else, he just feels too exposed with Udyr running around. Taric picking up another kill down bottom, and I'm going to have to skip back. Oh. So yeah, just putting the stuns down, going aggressive on this Soraka, and Taric picking that kill up, and Fiddle picking this kill up in the middle. So a really aggressive game so far. We have 15 kills in 12.5 minutes. That's like a kill every 40 to 50 seconds. So a lot of action so far. Proving to be really good to watch. And it seems that Jax here has just tried to bait this Pantheon in. He was nearly successful. Maybe if he's just stuck around. Oh, he was successful. Pantheon managing to dash onto him once more and pick up that kill. So we're all level now in kills, and the gold is now tipped in the favour of purple. So if they can just play this safe and be careful and continue to push little advantages like they are, they can really put themselves in a nice position for this game. This tower for purple team, however, is really low. And after the next 2 to 3 minion waves, we can potentially see it go down, which will be 150 gold all round, which would probably level up the gold, like the team goal now. And Soraka's just clearing out these wards at Dragon, so they are getting control. And then if you're picking up a kill on Fiddle again, so it's really back and forth. And I've really just... Right, here we go. So you can see here Anivia picking up this kill maybe. Yeah, missing the stun, but then Fiddle just being overconfident again. And then down here we see Vayne. Ezreal picking up the kill on Vayne, but not getting the 1-for-1 exchange. And Taric just trying to make up for it by taking out Ezreal, but not successful. But now we have Jax jumping in, flashing straight onto that Ezreal to pick up the kill. Middle turret has gone down from this Udyr now. This is what Udyr is really good at. He's good at going into an empty lane, and pushing it really hard, and then going off and ganking. Farming his jungle, finding another empty lane and pushing it hard. And it's a continuous like little cycle for him, which allows him to get really farmed and push advantages for his team as well. So really nicely played by him so far. And once again, he is not in his own jungle, he is on the other side of the map, trying to put pressure on this Jax, and we can potentially see him go in on this Jax here. I think he's waiting it out for this Jax to come over to see his red buff, but it is not there. He took that a while ago, so he's not going to go past there. You can see the purple team now moving down past the dragon area. I think if they can push Soraka and Ezreal away from this, they could potentially take it as 3. Oh, but some massive damage coming from Ezreal with his ultimate. And now Vayne keeping alive with the heal from Taric and that health potion, I think it was. And now they should really go to Dragon. They should take... I don't think they can take this tower in time. They should go to Dragon, take Dragon, and then return to lanes. Blue buff doesn't matter right now. They can pick that up after Dragon, but they should really take this advantage now, which they are doing. It seems that Fiddle's just trying to get into a position to ultimate in onto... Yeah, here it goes. He's ulting in, so he's going to take out... He's going to get a double kill, but now he's taken out by Vayne, and now Udyr's taking out Vayne. So that is a 3-for-1 exchange, and I'm not too sure who got the dragon. So that's a 4-for-1 exchange, it seems. Yeah, a 4-for-1 exchange in favour of the blue team, and the blue team have also got the dragon. So that and Pantheon picking up the ace in top. So that's really just tipped the turn of the game again. It's really back and forth from these players. And once again we see this Udyr in the jungle of Jax, just taking that big dog, going to base, picking up an item, and probably going towards this red buff now it is up. I think they should really give Ezreal their side red buff, because Udyr can easily go and take this now, because he has complete control over both his jungle and his opponent's jungle. But now Jax is coming down through the river. Maybe Taric's stun should come off cooldown relatively soon, but exhaust is enough. Not going to tower dive on this. I think that's a very sensible choice, as they do see Fiddlesticks coming down. Just a stun from Taric to prevent him from doing anything kind of bad for their team. Zin's now taking purple's red, so that's going to stop Udyr from going in on this, but he's all the way down bottom, so it doesn't really matter. And if you can't push this tower down, she doesn't have the auto attack damage to do so, but it seems with Jax they may be able to, as 3 members of the blue team are down bottom. It's interesting to see Vayne picking up the Bilgewaard's Cutlass rather than going straight for the Bloodthirster Phantom Lancer build. Instead he's gone for the Bilgewaard's Cutlass before Bloodthirster, maybe to pick up the lifesteal and damage a little bit earlier. And now I see big ultimate from Fiddle, but that Taric stun is completely shutting him out of it, and we have a disconnect. I hope he can get back into this game as soon as possible. Taking out this Taric, this Udyr taking out this Taric, and chasing down Vayne now, and they're all just converging on Vayne, and she flashes and she gets away. So, oh, she gets away. So I think she's wasted like 2 ultimates, I think that was, just for them chasing her. And meanwhile Jax is pushing top, so blue team have really just thrown quite a lot of advantage away from this. So when this tower goes down, it's going to put purple team in the lead once more. So I don't think I've ever seen a game this backwards and forwards, because Jax is able to stay, well, for a relatively long amount of time in this lane against Pantheon. So he's obviously managed to farm himself up, get himself back into this game, despite having Udyr constantly in his jungle, constantly taking his minion spawns. Or jungle camps, that's what they're called. Minion spawns? I don't know what game I've been playing. And Xin Zhao now taking out this Udyr. And to get the shutdown gold on Anivia, so that's going to help her get strong. And now pushing onto this tower in the middle. I think purple team are really grasping this game by the horns now and saying, look, we need to take advantages. Dragon should be spawning quite soon. And Vayne not managing to get that stun off, but they will take out Soraka. So that's an extra bit of gold, but not as much as it would have been for Pantheon. And now they are literally just taking every advantage they can. Taking the blue buff, taking the tower. Dragon should be up soon, like I said. Let me check what time that will be. So Dragon should be up at 22 minutes 11. So that's in 1 minute and 10 seconds. So purple team will probably go back now and converge on Dragon to try and pick it up securely to just extend their lead that they already have. They're 2,000 gold ahead right now, which is probably the biggest lead we've had so far in this game. So maybe they can push that, or maybe blue will just be like, nope, you're not having this, we're gonna take it back from you. Ezreal farming his golems, farming his pushing out his bottom lane. He could have really pushed this a little bit further and then gone back to the golems, because then that would have forced Vayne to stay back a little bit further and just giving them a little bit of extra map control. Fiddle being taken out by Anivia, and now Jax is being chased around his own jungle by Udyr and Pantheon. These names are all in one are a mouthful at the moment, but I'll get around it. And now they're just going to try and get on Anivia, but she's going to try and fight them, just getting away on minuscule health. We do have Xin Zhao trying to chase them down, and he may pick up the double kill here. Soraka ultimate coming out and just shutting him down. That's very nicely played. Just baiting him in, and then just using that heal.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Soraka says finally done something useful. I think she's played this relatively well throughout the game. Been getting wards out, trying to make sure Ezreal's secure as possible. Just being a little bit unfortunate with the Taric Vayne combination, because it has turned out to be very strong for the purple team. We should have really made team names at the start of this game instead of just calling them blue and purple. I'll suggest that for the next game, the next community game we play. Jax trying to give this Anivia her blue buff, and seems he just smited that maybe? No. Well, he took it anyway. Could have been Wrigglesprock. Probably Wrigglesprock, yeah. Now Fiddle trying to get into a position to ult from, but he's just got caught. 4 players of purple team just catching him out. That's not a nice place for him to be right now. Now Ezreal being caught out at Dragon, and Vayne's going to go down to the Dragon. It's a 1-for-1 exchange, but purple team have picked up this Dragon now. So just extending that gold lead to 4,000 now, or almost 4,000, 3,500. Xin Zhao's just said, you have an Ezreal? Oh dear. So bad-mannered. Nothing much really happening now. Blue team are having to play really quite defensive, as they have lost all of their tier 1 towers and their tier 2 middle tower. So they've really got to sit back and try and pick a time to go and potentially win a fight, or sit back and farm. That's going to be extremely difficult against Vayne and Anivia, because they are just going to be able to continuously farm Wraith camps, Wolf camps, Golems, and Dragon and stuff like that. And now there seem to be pings down onto Baron, and blue team are doing it. So this is probably their opportunity to get back in this game. There is nobody on the purple team near enough to Baron to do anything about it, and they don't even have vision of it. So blue team pick this up, and Tarek's probably going to get caught out right now. Just flashing away, but Phage procs on Ezreal's Q, but just getting away. So nobody died for that, but blue team have now picked up this Baron buff, and it is pretty much at the mid game now, and this is where Baron is the most useful. It gives them the best, like everyone, the best possible stats they could have, and the best gold. So, but Fiddlestick's just been taken out by Anivia, so despite them having the Baron buff, they're still at an extreme disadvantage in any kind of fight. So from here, I don't see where they can come back. They're going to have to... Purple team are going to have to throw it in some way, or blue team are going to have to bring out some absolutely awesomely good plays. But purple are just catching out every champion they see. It is literally see hero, kill hero. And they're now pushing onto this middle tower, just probably going to clear waves with Anivia's ultimate, and then just keep pushing onto the tower. A couple of hits every minion wave, and this tower will go down really fast. But no, it seems they're just backing off, going to try and steal some buffs, but there are no buffs to steal right now. Xin Zhao's just going to push this top lane, so he's probably going to push these lanes in. Every lane in, go back and buy, and then use the advantage that they have from some new fresh items to really pile some pressure on. You see purple team just catching out yet another champion, but this time he manages to escape on... I didn't manage to see how much health he had before he got healed, but he had barely any. And it just seems that blue team aren't as organised. They seem to be just out of position. They're not grouping up. They're not going on fights together. But they managed to pick up 2 kills pretty nicely there, with Fiddle killing Jax and Ezreal killing Tarek, but they're still 3,000 gold behind right now. They're not out of it yet, but they really need to stop running each other into danger. And now they're doing a bit of a purple trick of picking off one champion and then pushing a tower. So that's really well played. Anivia is nowhere to be seen to defend this, and we have Udyr pushing on bottom, and Ezreal, Pantheon and Fiddle are pushing on middle, so they're really taking the advantage that has been given to them here. I don't think they'll be able to get this inhibitor, as we do have Vayne, Jax and Tarek coming down. Anivia killed Fiddlesticks, and Vayne picks up the Pantheon, so despite giving these turrets away, purple are just coming back at them, but they really need to be careful not to throw this, because this game is completely in the balance right now, as it has been for all of it. Udyr just running away in bear form, trying to get out of there as fast as possible, but he seems pretty safe. Wants to get back to base, get more items, become more tanky. Xin Zhao's going to pick up this red buff probably, or get Vayne over maybe. No, I think he's just going to take it for himself. Jack's just coming in to pick up one of the smaller minions and then running away to the golems. Dragon is up again, so you can probably expect them to be trying to get there pretty soon to kill this off to get the 190 gold each. But also Baron will be spawning pretty soon. Let me check the timer on that. Baron will be spawning at 32 minutes 32, so in 2 minutes time. Vayne just nicely duking out this Pantheon with this Pantheon's Heartseeker strike. It's very nice. We're gonna see what they can do here with this fight. It is 4v3, but Vayne is fast approaching with Xin Zhao. Fiddle ulting onto it, but I don't think this is a good idea. He's just gonna get bursted down. But Anivia's probably gonna get taken out as well, and the shutdown gold, so that was probably worth it if Soraka can survive, but she does not. I still think it might have been worth it actually, because that was 500 shutdown gold. But now purple are advancing onto the dragon and gonna take this down really quickly. There are 4 of the team there, and only Udyr for the blue team is around, is in the area, and now they're probably gonna move towards Baron. I'd be very surprised if they don't move towards Baron anytime soon, but maybe they don't have the timer. I actually don't think purple team have the timer from it, because blue took it without purple having vision. Vayne taking his Pantheon out yet again down bottom. Very careless from a Pantheon player. And Udyr now taking Xin Zhao out as well. So there's a 1-for-1 exchange. And both players died literally because they are out of position. Vayne just flashing away now to be safe, but Ezreal... Oh, very nice stun from Vayne. Running the direction that you would not expect it to run, to miss that Ezreal ultimate. Very nice. She needs to get back to base and back with her team as soon as she can, because this Baron is now up and both teams should really be looking to take this. Do have Jax passing the Baron saying no, it's up, but he's just going to go and farm this top lane, push it around to their opponent, and now there are purple pings going down on the Baron, so we can expect them to be converging on this very soon. Both Anivia and Taric are making their way there, probably to get some more wards down, because these wards are about to time out. Yeah, placing some more wards, getting some vision of the area, and probably waiting for Vayne and Xin Zhao to get back with the team to maybe bait in a fight or try and sneak her or something. Picking off Soraka here, bursting her down straight away, so she is not in the fight anymore, so there will be no super large heals. Pantheon trying to blue pill back to base in the middle of the fight there, not working. And now I believe this will be a free Baron for purple. Well, Xin Zhao just suiciding, it seems. But this probably will be a free Baron for purple, because it is a 4v3 fight. Udyr's teleporting. Oh, Udyr's teleporting to bottom. So while purple are taking this Baron and Fiddle miss-flashing, we've got Udyr pushing on this inhibitor. So nice split pushing. A very fast decision to go straight to bottom and not try and, he knew he couldn't defend the Baron, so he went straight to bottom with that teleport and took the inhibitor. Very nicely played. And now he's bursting down this Anivia. Oh, this Udyr is so strong right now. 12, 2 and 2. Look at his item build. He has Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, Brutalize, Zeal, Berserker's Greaves, and Longsword. So this is a full-on attack damage build Udyr right here, and he's still relatively tanky and tanky enough to survive these fights. It's very nice to see. So 13 and 2 on the Udyr. This is the key. He needs to be shut down. If they can't shut him down, he will win the game single-handedly almost. I'm just gonna take a drink. That's better. So we've got Udyr going back to base. I'm interested to see what he's going to pick up now. Doesn't buy anything. This brutalizer and longsword, I'm not sure what he's going to do with it, because this could go towards a black cleaver, but it could also go towards a Yumu's Ghostblade. And Jax is just saying, are you waiting for me in my jungle again? Because the entire game, blue team have been just shutting him down, not allowing him to take any of his buffs, any of his jungle camps. We do have blue team grouping up now though, in this top brush from the middle, and Baron is not there though, so there's no real reason for purple to be baited into this. There's no objective for them to be travelling to and pass by this ambush, so it's not going to work. And now Fiddle ulting into all of them, popping his oh my god, I've forgotten the name. Zhonya's. Ezreal taking out Jax, Ezreal taking out Xin Zhao. Can you go for the triple on Taric? Seems not. And now they're just going to push through the middle onto this inhibitor. Bottom inhibitor's already down, so we can expect them to take this inhibitor and go straight to this top turret here. Or go for more kills. Either or. Putting a stun down on Taric. But they should really focus Vayne, because she still does a lot of damage, and they've done just that. And taking down this Anivia as well. So I think this is going to be GG here. Blue team playing a very strong game all the way through. And it's been very back and forward, very good to watch. Got Pantheon ulting down here to try and defend. Try and attack. And yeah, taking down the Nexus, absolutely brilliant game to watch. Like, even at the end of the game, the gold and the kills are almost exactly equal. So, very nice to watch. I enjoyed watching it. I hope you did also. And this is the end of the first Gamereplays community game, or the end of the first game on this community evening. I probably won't be casting any more tonight, because I've got a slight bit of a sore throat. I'm a little bit tired, but next week on Sunday we should be having the community evening once again, so it'll be nice to see if we can get a few more games in to be casted.